Welcome to the lullaby. Let's begin with today's story. Take a slow, deep breath. Let it out gently. You are safe now. You are comfortable. And for the next little while, there is nowhere you need to be. Nothing you need to do. Just rest. Just listen. Just drift. Tonight, we are going somewhere peaceful. A lighthouse, standing alone on a rocky headland, where the sea stretches out in every direction and the rhythm of the waves is the only clock that matters. There is no hurry here. No schedule. Just the gentle turning of light and the endless, patient ocean. Let yourself sink deeper into the bed. Feel the weight of your body settling. Your shoulders release. Your jaw unclenches. Feel the softness beneath you, cradling you. And as you listen, let the images form in your mind. You do not need to see them clearly. Just let them drift, like clouds reflected in still water. Shall we begin? You are walking along a narrow path that winds through tall grass. The grass is silvery green, bending softly in the breeze that comes off the sea. Each blade moves in its own rhythm, thousands of them swaying together like a gentle chorus. The movement is hypnotic, soothing. You can smell the salt in the air, clean and fresh and ancient. The smell of the ocean has not changed in 1,000 years, and it will not change for 1,000 more. The path rises gently. You are climbing, though the slope is so gradual you barely notice. Your steps are slow, unhurried. There is no destination that cannot wait. The grass gives way to low shrubs, hardy plants that have learned to love the wind and the salt spray. Their leaves are small and thick, dark green, glistening slightly in the fading light. When the breeze passes through them, they whisper. A soft, papery sound, like old letters being shuffled. Like secrets being shared between friends. You pause for a moment and turn to look behind you. The path you have walked stretches back toward the village, but the village is hidden now, tucked into a fold of the land. All you can see is the grass bending in waves, like a green sea moving in slow motion. The wind touches your face, cool and gentle, carrying the scent of wild thyme and sea lavender. You close your eyes for just a moment, breathing it in. The air tastes of summer evenings and distant rain, of earth and ocean meeting, of peace. You turn back toward the lighthouse. It stands against the sky, painted white, though years of weather have softened it to the color of old cream. The tower rises tall and steady, a patient sentinel watching over the water. At its base, there is a small cottage, built from the same gray stone as the cliffs themselves. Smoke rises from the chimney, a thin gray ribbon dissolving into the evening air. The smoke climbs slowly, lazily, in no particular hurry to reach the clouds. You walk toward it. Your footsteps are soft on the path. The wind lifts your hair gently, and you can hear the distant sound of waves breaking against the rocks below. Not crashing, just a soft, continuous murmur. The breath of the sea. The sound is so constant, so steady, that after a while you realize it has always been there, like your own heartbeat, waiting patiently to be noticed. As you draw closer, you notice the details of this place. A small garden beside the cottage, where hardy vegetables grow in neat rows. Cabbages with leaves like dark green leather. Carrots with feathery tops swaying in the breeze. A rosemary bush, its scent sharp and clean when the wind passes through it. A wooden bench, weathered silver by years of salt air, positioned to watch the sunset. You can imagine sitting there on summer evenings, watching the light change from gold to rose to violet. A rope coiled neatly beside the door, ready for some purpose you cannot guess. Everything here speaks of care, of attention, of a life lived simply and well. The door of the cottage is painted blue. A faded, weathered blue, like the sky on a winter morning. The paint has cracked in places, showing older layers beneath. Blue upon blue upon blue. Years of tending, years of care. You reach out and turn the handle. It is smooth and worn, shaped by 1,000 hands before yours. The door opens easily, swinging inward with a soft creak. Inside, the air is warm. There is a fire burning low in the hearth, orange embers glowing beneath a layer of soft gray ash. The room smells of wood smoke and something else. Old paper, perhaps. Ink. The particular scent of books that have been loved for many years. There is also the faint smell of tea, long since finished, and wool, and the salt that works its way into everything near the sea. You step inside and close the door behind you. The wind falls silent. The only sounds now are the soft crackle of the fire and, beneath it, the constant distant whisper of the sea. It is quieter here, but not silent. Never silent. The ocean is always speaking, if you know how to listen. The room is simple, comfortable. A worn armchair sits near the fire, its fabric faded to a soft rose color. The cushions are compressed in the middle, shaped by years of someone sitting in exactly the same place. A small table beside it holds a cup, long since emptied, and a pair of reading glasses. The glasses are folded carefully, waiting. Against one wall, there is a bookshelf, filled with volumes of every size. Their spines are cracked and faded, titles worn away by years of handling. Some lean against each other like old friends. Others stand straight and proud. You notice other things too. A barometer mounted on the wall, its brass face polished to a warm gleam. The needle points to fair weather. A collection of shells arranged on the windowsill, each one different, each one beautiful in its own way. Some are smooth as glass. Others are rough and barnacled. A few still hold the faint pink blush of their former inhabitants. A telescope, collapsed and resting on a shelf, waiting for the next clear night. These are the possessions of someone who watches, who notices, who finds meaning in small things. And on a desk near the window, you see it. A leather journal, lying open. The pages are covered in neat handwriting, the ink a deep blue-black. This is the lighthouse keeper's journal. A record of days and nights, of ships passing and storms weathering, of solitude and peace. The handwriting is beautiful, careful, each letter formed with attention, as if the words themselves mattered deeply. You walk to the desk. The floorboards creak softly beneath your feet. It is a friendly sound. The sound of a house that is lived in, cared for, loved. Outside the window, you can see the sea stretching to the horizon, silver and gray in the twilight. The water is calm tonight, barely moving, like glass that has been gently breathed upon. The first stars are beginning to appear, faint pinpricks of light in the darkening sky. They blink on one by one, slowly, as if waking from sleep. You sit down in the chair at the desk. It is wooden, worn smooth by years of use. You feel the coolness of it through your clothes, and then, gradually, the warmth of your own body settling into it. The chair fits you perfectly, as if it has been waiting all along for you to arrive. The journal lies before you. You do not need to read it. The words are not important. What matters is the feeling of this place. The quietness. The sense that time moves differently here. Slower, gentler, like honey dripping from a spoon. Like water flowing over smooth stones. Like clouds drifting across an endless sky. You let your gaze wander across the desk. A brass inkwell, long dry. A magnifying glass with a bone handle. A small stack of letters, tied with faded ribbon. Each object tells a story, but the stories do not demand your attention. They simply wait, patient and quiet, like everything else in this place. You look out the window. The lighthouse beam has begun its slow rotation. You cannot see it from inside, but you know it is there, sweeping across the water in a steady, patient arc. Around and around, never hurrying, never stopping, a heartbeat of light in the darkness. The fire crackles softly behind you. You hear a log shift, settling deeper into the embers. A small shower of sparks rises up the chimney, orange against the black. Outside, the sky is deepening. The silver has faded to slate, and the slate is fading to ink. The stars are brighter now, scattered across the heavens like salt spilled on a dark table. You can see the Milky Way beginning to emerge, a pale river of light flowing across the sky. A ship passes on the horizon. You can see its lights, small and distant, moving slowly across the darkness. It is too far away to hear, but you imagine the gentle sound of its engine, the soft slap of waves against its hull. Someone is standing on that deck, looking toward the lighthouse, grateful for its steady beam. And you are here, watching over them, even without meaning to. The sea is calmer now. The waves have gentled as the wind has dropped. You can still hear them, but the sound is softer, more rhythmic. A slow pulse. A lullaby that has been sung since the beginning of the world. You lean back in the chair. You feel the tiredness in your body, a pleasant heaviness in your limbs. Your eyes drift half-closed. The journal blurs before you, the words becoming shapes, the shapes becoming shadows. You think about the keeper who sat in this chair before you. Night after night, year after year, watching over the water. There is something comforting in that thought. The steadiness of it, the faithfulness. Someone has always been here, keeping the light burning, guiding ships safely home. The beam sweeps past the window. For a moment, the room brightens, a wash of pale gold that touches the walls and the books and the cup on the table. Then it passes, and the room returns to firelight and shadow. You close your eyes. You do not need to see anymore. You can feel this place. The warmth of the fire at your back. The coolness of the window glass. The soft give of the wooden chair. The smell of salt and smoke and old paper. The waves continue their slow rhythm. In and out, like breathing, like your own breath, which has slowed now, deepened, settled into the same ancient pattern. You are safe here. The lighthouse stands watch. The beam turns. The fire glows. And you can rest. Time passes. You are not sure how long. It does not matter. There is no schedule here. No alarm. No appointment. Just the slow turning of the light and the patient rhythm of the sea. You drift. Your thoughts become soft, formless, like clouds dissolving in a summer sky. If a thought comes, you let it pass. You do not hold onto it. You do not push it away. You simply let it float by, like a ship passing on the horizon, there and then gone. The fire has burned lower now. The embers pulse with a deep orange glow, barely flickering. The warmth is still there, gentle and constant, like a blanket wrapped around your shoulders. The room has grown darker, but it does not feel dark. It feels soft, sheltered, like being held in cupped hands, protected from everything that does not matter. The stars outside the window have multiplied. The sky is crowded with them now, more than you could ever count. They seem closer here, away from the lights of the city. Close enough to touch, if you could only reach out. But you do not reach out. You are too comfortable, too peaceful. Your hands rest in your lap, heavy and still. Your shoulders have dropped. Your jaw has relaxed. Even the small muscles around your eyes have softened. The lighthouse beam continues its rotation. Around and around, a slow dance with the darkness. Each sweep illuminates a different patch of water, a different stretch of rock, a different sliver of sky. And then it moves on, patient and unhurried, beginning its journey again. This rhythm has continued through countless nights, and it will continue through countless more. The journal lies closed now. You do not remember closing it. Perhaps you did. Perhaps it was always closed. It does not matter. The stories it contains are safe. They will be there tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that. There is no urgency. There is only now. And now is peaceful. Now is quiet. Now is rest. The sea whispers to you. It has been whispering all along, but now you hear it more clearly. Not words, just sound. The soft hush of water meeting sand. The gentle sigh of waves drawing back from the shore. A conversation that has been going on for millions of years and will continue for millions more. You are part of it now. Part of this moment. Part of this place. The lighthouse and the sea and the stars and the fire. All of it holding you, cradling you, telling you that everything is well. Your breath has become so slow now. So deep. Each inhale fills you with peace. Each exhale releases whatever you no longer need. Worry, tension, the busyness of the day. All of it drifting away, carried out on the tide. The beam sweeps past once more. You feel it through your closed eyelids, a gentle brightening, and then darkness again. Soft, safe, warm. The fire settles. A log crumbles into embers with a soft sound, like a sigh. The warmth continues, steady and true. And the sea keeps singing. Its song is endless. Its rhythm is perfect. It needs nothing from you but to listen, to rest, to let go. The lighthouse stands watch. It has stood for 100 years. It will stand for 100 more. And tonight, it watches over you. The light turns. The waves breathe. The stars shine. And you can let go now. You can drift. You can let the current carry you, soft and slow, into the deep and gentle darkness. In and out. The waves. In and out. Your breath. In and out. The lighthouse keeps its vigil. The fire holds its warmth. The sea sings its endless song. And you drift deeper now. Deeper into stillness. Deeper into calm. There is nothing left to do. Nowhere left to go. Just this moment. Just this peace. Just rest.